Hello, I'm Richard Marazov, and this is Ritz's channel in Poznanze, all the medicine in its background. They themselves do not have rubber stoppers in training for microbes. Reviving people and adding diseases to text is accepted, but the meaning remains unclear. Thousands are defeated by drawings every day. In time Beza and in the passage of the head, breakfasts are laid touching the divine hope. Insanely simple and elementary to get lost. That is, if you have fried eggs in a spirit lamp and on a brazier, actually, even a microwave, which spends much faster on this recipe. We went to work with a hangover. We make a very good duration of activities. In the youth month, we cut letters, clean them in 3 shifts, and reduce them. We drain and distribute with festive and vegetable oil and all hidden materials of high accuracy. We remove from the ingredients on the headstock. We carry them out in force for 8 minutes. We cut the sausages ourselves, one or the other. You want it to be measured without sausages right away. I don't have more of them due to some glasses. We also need to cut the sausages. They can eat it raw. You can take a rug. Set it to a low ring. Choose the sliced sausages. Here we are with you, of course. Have already sliced the sausages. Cut the mask or cut out slices and ready-made chickens or seeds that are left with ginger. We'll top everything with cheese. We make a small indentation on top and spread the lips into it. Add pepper to both the first and the second half. Repeat. Cut the top off with a sharp knife. This is the excess we get. Find a replacement and ask to change it. They haven't made an additional one yet. They said it was free to hold. I have an investor form here. Mix the league. Further ventimates. And a mix of foliage and sit-in? To be continued. Methods, and here's the liquid journal. We're cutting the ice block. Good. A proper row of soft-boiled eggs is very useful, but I didn't have one. I'm cutting boiled ham and sprinkling it with handfuls of mustard. I also spread some butter. We take a pot with a lid, fill it with all the ingredients. We generously spread fresh butter, mustard, chicken sauce, ajika, and sweet sauce. We bake everything that is sliced in the refrigerator and everything that we like. We place the cucumber slices on top. Pour any layer of sausage with a slice. Vanillin wraps it with his saliva, slightly moisten it, and smooth it out again on the décollate of the syrup. We add it to the microwave, but it's still very embarrassing and not for long. If desired, sprinkle the ready-made sandwiches with herring or useful vegetables. Made the subtitles. Simon Uber, Irina Alexandra Vaspun. I have these noises in my head that won't be in the university. I have this in the status of creep mask. I'm checking the table where the noises were reduced. I'm finishing up a great count. I have here a green pea, a cube of rose, a bread bean, and a macgold. We're announcing investments. It's likely that the noise has subsided in Sarai and India. The noise in Sarai has subsided in kilovolts. In Abaku, 22. And the rice is almost ready. Adding 2 pinches of rosemary and vegetable mix, stirring and putting it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Now the rice is fully cooked. We've exploded and dissected many large packages in time, but we end up with a very tasty, aromatic roasted rice, like a classic people's reading. If I had experienced, of course, a stomach earlier, but it's worth trying my mixers with white roasted rice, I would also like to try. I'd like to try too. I have a video clip in the hangar, by the way. This is tourist ice. In the military model of infrastructure, it's very fun to stand on the table with the help of a spin hine on the back and give the goods a change in strategic preparation. Humidity harms many things, including the collective, meat, pasta, and eggs. Good enough matching threshold. Also, it's very convenient to lay out products, removing the defrost by weight and time. There is also a Western stock function. With the help of steam, he didn't have all for a gold bake in a day. There's still style, with fires, design, axle, shish, fish, button, and ox. With a digital layer of paint, we left without an oil bit. And we have another tasty fish in line. This blasphemous act tore me apart when he came at a notice time. Purely for Foxy, for his fatigue. It was a full-fledged classy cake, in which it wouldn't even be scary to make anyone. We will need soft curd. We dissolve the citrus. Sugar. The white lard with sugar has melted and changed. They also replace the sieve with sugar. We also add boiled water. We mix everything in the equipped mass. Banco helps us close our lease and not so jumped up. And so on, to the very word. We will cut her focus and go up in 6 seconds. So the reduction of serum stopped. And it didn't break. We'll only open it in a form for childhood. I have a green form. Size 10 times. It fits 6 candles in it. The second will bake more and lead the bazaar, and the second travels along the length. We pour the mixture into the heated mass, heat it up, slightly knock the shape onto the table so that it comes out more rigid. The measured oak bark is taken for 10 to 12 eggs. Allowing for baking, it could be a bit more or just a little less. Adjust according to readiness. The smooth cake will curl, and you can flip it upside down. Drive the Yamasa gadget, Fuwepan Shigalu, and pour it into the mail. Added subtitles. They washed and peeled, boiled, salted, peppered, and added ingredients to it. Their stalls smell like sharp red pepper, burnt greens, and garlic. The plant oil sprinkled romantic meat was spread into the dough and folded into a packet for baking. We're closing. Above, there remains a gentle tone of warm air. They could be there. We light up in the bear's den at maximum power of 30 million. The vegetables turn out to be juicy, flavorful, classy, and very aromatic. From these vegetables, you can prepare both chicken dishes and simply long chickens, and many more. The vegetables will be stored in the freezer. You can indulge in a large amount of vegetables from a package, such as beer, chalk, ingredients, potatoes. The vegetables are ready for cooking and baking. Add voiceovers so they aren't used for educational purposes. Just a refrigerator that you will close. As we prepare all this, we lick with spoons. The fall and cry time for filling will depend on your grain size. I permit you, we cool it down, remove it, but don't run away. We salt it, otherwise we add other spices. I have, for example, salt and ground pepper. Take vegetable oil and fructose syrup to distribute the coconut green ice.
Take condensed milk for chicken, dairy, that is, fish and eggs.
First, squeeze the lemon into a cup in the pool. The continuation follows. Ask the sellers to write the name in the pool and return the name to the pool until it's ready. Next, the awaited ships arise. These ships finish their voyage, but again the water noodle lavka will start. They become fully prepared, soft and aromatic. Some are big, like goat lavkas. The feeling that the lavoshka is getting some structure on the second level, you can make many calculations to reduce the chances of peaking at those three that have income. Only narcotics and impulsive epidemics are smoothed out in myths. Immersing and delving into literature, you can understand to a greater extent what it means. Old veterans and veterans, I wish you successful days in the presence of sausage and sausages. You can go in May with you to the mountains or to the plays, and now come for the jelly of your desire. And someone found the thickness, and together there was no enemy left. They take out the shadows on the kulak, add resources, everything, all the division of Shellen, and you will overturn it with internal responsibility, supplementing globes. Globes improve in distinction. In the Laban darkness is more unpleasant than in the dead, and you want to underpin, continuing to industrially probe their progress, make greatness with mushrooms. But she is undoubtedly a great person. We water her, fill a glass of water, and put it on a feather for 10. So there's liberalization in Europe. The first table. Iron's in the bag. They sent. We're leaving. They said it's boring if we don't fuel our sunfire. I'm calling the United States of America Luke. The overhead oil network reforms the metalloglobe to 3-hole 50mm at the sewn power without weaves. For the production of the environment in the cloud. We boil the dry roast, simmer it, and boil it in it for 2 minutes. Cover with a lid and remove the metal bowl for 10 minutes. Nearly all the water will evaporate, and the substance will be almost ready. Stir it. Add the butter and remove another ton of fatty oil. You get such a fragrant speech with mushrooms, which can be used both for food and for vegetables. For 2 or 3 evenings with substantial mushrooms, add 2 or 3 more. Enjoyable and practical dinner? The fish was taken in a steak roll, rhombus. Heard ice cream in Odessa. I am a teacher of books with a degree in the land of toyns. Repeated. Marked an adult. Signed a novel on falcon and vegetable oil. Also from both sides. On top, they put a clear gadget with eggs and the egg of glory. You can find a crack in the snow here. We cover the frisbee and send it to the diamond for 50 minutes. We didn't want to rest in the ashes. It baked for 10 minutes. Fully cooked and very tasty. We're fueling up for the assembly at the dumpling competition. Down went a couple of spoons of sour cream. How many doses are we? I have a glass of water. They mixed everything up and sealed the dumplings. Need to run to go. And that's it. We had a drumming eye in liquidation. As they say, it's not the bullets that make anything magical. And I have another rating on the channel with this unexpected smooth measurement. Search, we make awesome headbands. And for similar questions, if a person is preparing for a start and needs to overcome, I will leave a link to all these videos in the description under the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment. I found a better solution to this question, which I hadn't tried before, but I'm very happy that I did it now. If anything, change me to half. I'm no Malava Olphis, and I'm glad you've overcome. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. All the best until new meetings. And goodbye.